Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to be covering Goblins. Goblins have had their history all the way back to the origins of Magic, starting off in the Alpha, Beta, and Unlimited sets. Goblins have been a part of the game, and here they are once again in Ravnica Allegiance Standard. So there was a card that came out of Ravnica Allegiance that really started me thinking. I've seen a few other people do this. This is not my idea. This is completely not original. I've seen other people do it, but Cavalcade of Calamity, and you have a whole bunch of 1/1 creatures that are already attacking with a bunch of goblins. So let's see how far we can abuse that, shall we? So let's go ahead and take a look at the deck list. This is what I decided to go with. All of my goblins are really fast. So of course you've got to go with the Fanatical Firebrand. You've got to go with the Monkey Goblins from Ixalan. Fantastic card. 1/1 with haste. Obviously you can attack, and then you can sacrifice it to do 1 damage. We've got 4 shocks in there to kind of get larger creatures out of the way so that our goblins can get in and do the damage we want them to do. Tin Street Dodger from Ravnica Allegiance, also doing similar things, where it's a 1/1, but you can pay 1 red mana to make it unblockable, unless you have Defender, but unless you're running the Arcades deck, who's running those. And then the Cavalcade of Calamity. So what this says, it's a 1 casting cost, 1 red enchantment, and whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to that player or planeswalker that you're attacking. So it's just, I've got 10 goblins, I attack you, it does 10 damage to you right away before anything's even been resolved. Super fun. So then you want to find ways to get lots of goblins on the board to be able to do this. So you do things like Goblin Instigator. So whenever he comes into play, he creates a 1/1 goblin token. Lightning Strike, again, to get those larger creatures kind of out of the way, but then you get things like Goblin Gathering. Create a number of 1/1 red goblin tokens equal to the number of 2 plus the number of cards named Goblin Gathering in your graveyard. So at minimum, this is going to get you 2 goblin tokens, but as you keep casting them, you're going to get 3, 4, and then eventually 5 if you end up casting all of them. So it exponentially gets better for its casting cost. We'll see how it does. Legion Warboss generates goblins. Now, he is a little counterintuitive because he does have Mentor, and he does have to put a +1/+1 token on a goblin. So then they don't trigger Cavalcade of Calamity. However, you can just put those on other ones and just continue to have those 1/1 tokens. Eventually, it kind of works out. Plus, it's a goblin generating machine. So what you will find is that this deck burns through cards. Haha, red burn. So you need ways to get cards back into your hand, and that's where we're going to go with Light Up the Stage. Now, I was trying to keep this really budget. In reality, the Legion Warboss and the Siege Gang Commander, which we'll cover here in a second, are the only rares in the set, so it's really, even Paper Magic or in Arena, relatively budget with under 8 rares. So I could have gone with things like Risk Factor, but it just didn't feel goblin-y. So this one here allows you to, obviously for the spectral cost, because Cavalcade is going to trigger that for you, exile the top 2 cards of your library, and then you can cast them. Because you're going to go through your cards so quickly, you really want to be able to help refill your hand relatively fast. And then the Siege Gang Commander is kind of the end game. As you start getting towards the mid game, and they get bigger creatures, and your 1/1s aren't scary anymore, this guy comes in, you can sacrifice your 1/1s to do those final damages. And of course, 20 mountains. That's it. Relatively straight and forward, straight simple. Let's go play some goblins. This deck's a ton of fun. Yeah, so this one's been a lot of fun. I got some really weird matchups in my warm-up games. Like, I got put up against, like, blue-white control, and this deck cannot handle that by any stretch of the imagination. I've also got up against other mono red decks. Oh, I wish I had all my 1/1, like my 1 casting costs. This is a little slow. Let's see how it does. My opponent goes first, so maybe I'll get something good on the draw. I like having the Cavalcade of Calamity in my hand. I like having Legion Warboss. I mean, this can ramp into it. Oh, there we go. I mean, not a turn 1, but drop a land, say hello. Treasure map. Oh. So let's go with that first, and then we'll drop that next turn. Having 2 of them is hysterical. Getting 3 on the board, they're a lightning strike for each one of your goblins. It's amazing. Compass. What is this guy up to? Alright, so let's drop Cavalcade. And start rolling in the damage. Let's go ahead and light up the stage while we're at it. There we go. There's our 1-drops. And he's got haste. So ideally, we're going to drop the Mountain, the Dodger, the Cavalcade, attack. Unless he puts something big down, then the Lightning Strike's kind of there. We really want to get these out of our exile, though. Ritual of Soot. Oh no, whatever would I do? And he just did Lightning Strike damage. It's so much fun. So Legion Warboss is probably coming next. I could go for the big hurt on the Siege Gang Commander. He is running black, so I'm sure he's got tons of removal. Let's go with the Legion Warboss. Let's see what he does. I like the idea of getting the Hasting Zombie or the Hasting Goblin out. I assume a cast down is coming. Vraska's Contempt. Cool. Bet you no one thought they'd be wasting Vraska's Contempts on goblins. Lightning Strike's worth of damage from one little goblin. He is running low on cards, though, and I've got a Siege Gang Commander hitting right behind him. He does have card draw ability, I'll give him that. Chromatic Lander. This is Chromatic Black. I'm wondering what this deck was doing. Treasure Map? Sure. Let's go with that. He's kind of Ritual of Soot proof. Drop the land. Take that Lightning Strike, good sir. Remind me of Ritual of Soot. It's converted mana cost, so the Siege Gang Commander will stay. Although he won't trigger Cavalcade either, but... So if this attack goes off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's lethal. If this attack goes off, I assume he is sifting right now for anything to get these little guys off the board. And assumingly, like most people, whenever they do their removal, they do single removal. They'll do things like Vraska's Contempts, Cast Downs, things along that nature. Still sifting. He's looking for answers here. Maybe? Maybe? Maybe it'll happen? He's all the man in the world. What's he going to do with it? Okay. And he quits. He knew it was over. You cannot deal with the goblins. I wanted to see it happen, though. That's the only frustrating part for me. Like, and I get it. I get why people get frustrated. Like, all right, you've got the game. I'll just go ahead and concede. I'll show you, tip my hand and show you a little bit what I was planning on doing. But... And that was even a little bit slow for this deck. Like, normally you get the 1/1s to drop out quick. Like this. This is more like it. Unfortunately, you do give that air of being a mono-red burn deck at the beginning, and then they start seeing all the goblins coming out, and they're like, oh, that's what you're doing. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're playing goblins. Damage adds up quick, that's all I can say. Wonder what we're dealing with here. I wish this was an instant. Ooh, Jade Light. Interesting. I can't do both, can I? No, but what I can do is I can kill the Jade Light, which is exactly what I want to do. The Goblin Horde! What are you going to do? That's what this deck's supposed to do. And I didn't even get the Cavalcade off on that one. That would have been so much more fun. Alright, let's keep going. We're going to get a couple more games in with Goblins. How many was that? I'll have to go back and look at it. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, like, what, 8 Goblins? 6 Goblins? 7 somewhere in that neck of the range? Now, the Mentor ability would have probably kicked in, but still, so what? I mean, at that point, I didn't have the Cavalcade out anyway, so why not do it? Oh, everything we want to see. Everything we want to see. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Roll them. Lightning Strike in case something big comes out that we don't like. We shall keep this. I'm going to have to build this in paper. It is so much, it's so ridiculously much fun to play. I think I have probably most of this. I think the only thing I might be missing are some of the Legion Warbosses and the Siege Gang Commanders, but they're relatively cheap. You can pick those up on like TCG Player or something like that. Ooh, is this a zombie deck? That would be amazing. I don't want to feed his habit. I'm going to wait. Because he does. He wants that to be a zombie. There we go. Let's just drop a whole bunch of goblins. I think next turn. Because right now, if he wanted to, he can kill this, he gets a zombie, and then I don't have much to fight back with. I'm going to wait until next turn until I get the Legion Warboss out. He's debating something. He's going to murder my little guy. He doesn't like that he's unblockable. That's actually, it's a really good ability to be able to spend 1 mana to make it unblockable. It's just as annoying as the Mistcloak Herald from the Merfolk deck. It's super annoying. Demon of Catastrophe. Oh. I think I've seen this deck before. Alright, that's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. So let's drop the Legion Warboss. I mean, at minimum, I'm going to be doing that 1 damage. That 6/6 flyer in the air is going to be a pain, though. The upside, of course, is if he swings with it, he is getting hit back hard. Yeah, he is going to be a problem. Oh, the poison-tipped archer. No, sir. You will be getting lightning strike, my friend. I can't do much about him, but you are a problem. I don't know that I would agree with that decision. I know what he's thinking. He's like, oh, I can do the 6 damage, but this is going to get bad quick. So that's got to go away. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh, I thought I had enough. That's okay. We're going to go all of them. Give it to that one. I did just as much damage as you did. Sure. Actually did more damage than you did. So now here comes that point where, sure, you can swing with that big 6/6 you've got. You'll be dead next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of them will trigger that. Sure. I don't think he's got enough. 5 of them trigger. He goes down to 4. He blocks 2. Yep. I was just going to say, I don't think he has enough. Go Goblins. Again, not super competitive by any stretch of the imagination, but darn, so much a lot of fun to play. I'm definitely building this deck in paper. I have convinced myself of this now. Just for the giggles. I'll have to look up too. I bet you those rares... Oh. Okay, so this looks good. I have ways to pull my... Yeah, I might keep it. I have ways to refill my hand to go and dig for my goblins. Oh, please don't be mono blue. Okay, thank goodness. Oh no, Thought Erasure. No! No! Go ahead. Easily one of the most powerful cards in the game right now. It's him to Torok on steroids. It really is. Interestingly enough, I have no goblins in my hand. He has no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, taking a Light of the Stage is probably the right answer. That is a shame. Oh, where are my goblins? I hope this isn't that control deck I'm concerned with. He's got blue. Doesn't necessarily make him a control deck. That... that card... He's probably got Disinformation Campaign in his hand, too. Well, that's nice. Let's drop him out and then he sees. Man, I'll tell you what, once I get some goblins in play, this will be fun. Ugh. He's going to take the Siege Gang Commander, of course. Yep. Super annoying. Charter Force. Alright, so he's tapped down. That's a good start. Meaning if I get a Goblin deck, if I get a Goblin, that'll be a good start. No, why would we do that? Oh, this is really frustrating. Light up the stage and the Siege Gang. How is that the only Goblin I've drawn in this deck so far? If you're gonna make me do it, darn it, you're gonna eat all these before you make me discard them. Alright, so this game is basically over. Anything I do, he's got counter magic sitting behind it. I'm assuming. He's got a Thief of Sanity sitting in there somewhere. He's gonna pull all my... Yeah, this is frustrating. How did I not get any goblins? There we go. Watch it counter. Oh, it hit the table. How did that happen? Little lightning strikes, each one of them. Yes, yes, he's... Okay. I'm not sure why he did that. Probably to draw the card. Haha. Have at it. Golden Demise. Such a good card. I know everyone pokes fun at the... everyone pokes fun at the Ixalan block like it wasn't a great set, but there's so many good cards that came out of that set. That's okay. I can make sure that you don't block me. Yep. Can't be blocked. Huh, how did he do that? Oh, it can't be blocked. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Sure. You might as well just hit me with it because it's not... Sure. You can have that. That works for me. Wasn't going to hurt that thing anyway. I think a good old-fashioned Legion Warboss, maybe. Or you could do that. Or you could do that. I pay 2 to make them both unblockable. That's 3 each, 6 plus they hit, that would be win. So I'm going to pay that. Oh, don't rope me now, homeboy. I recognize that your cool deck is going to lose. Don't do me like that. That's not fair. Let it happen. It's fair. In this instance, Vengeance Destroyer, I will wait until you have roped yourself out. I'm sorry that your super cool meta deck didn't... Okay. I totally misplayed that because I could have recast him. He's going to make me discard him, watch. It's not going to matter. I'm still going to kill him. Chemist's Insight. Draw more cards. Clearly your fate is inevitable at this point. With the old Tin Street Dodger. He's so looking for ways to get out of this. Goblins! They're goblins! How did I lose to goblins? That guy right now is screaming somewhere at someone. I can't believe I lost to goblins. Beam Slitter Mage. Cool, cool card. Alright, let's get one more. One more final game with goblins. I mean, I can't believe... I mean, we even had games where we didn't necessarily draw very well and still managed to pull it out. That just goes to show you the strength of goblins, or we got really lucky. One or the other. I'm going with luck. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. It was an old commercial, if you're old like me and remember that. 2 Siege Gen Commanders. Oof. Only 2 mana. That could be problematic, but I'm going to chance it. Alright, we're going to get the mana. I'm okay with that. I feel Drakes. Drakes would be a problem, because we don't have the spells. Oh, no. No Drakes. Okay, works for me. We don't know that it's no Drakes. It could be. Dragon Skull Summit, that's so. What's he doing? Probably should have cast this and then that. Disinformation Campaign. You can have one of the Siege Gang Commanders. I'm okay with that. So we're going to go here. Yep, totally did that backwards. But I can light up the stage. Ooh, cool. More goblins. Now he's wondering, what am I up against? What is this? What is this madness? Is this man actually playing goblins? Yes, yes he is. I have more where that came from. So many more. Spawn of Mayhem. He'll be problematic. But I might be able to catch him. If he keeps him around for blocking, I might be able to catch him. And then that happened. Well, I wanted to see a game I was going to lose. I'm looking at it right now, it looks like. He's just going to hold that sucker there, isn't he? Not going to do me any good there. Ooh. Can't block me. So yes, he could swing in for 5. I really wish he's had haste. Oh man, would that be good. Yeah, he doesn't want to have... Oh, it's going to give him a life gain too. Not cool. No, I'll hold off. I've got more goblins coming. That's okay. It's actually... His ability is cool, don't get me wrong. It's actually... He's lava coiling goblins. All of those spells wasted. Can only block one of them. Can take him 5 more. Sure. Cry of Carnium, something like that, like where he wipes out my whole board, wins the game for him. Doom Whisper, cool. And then he quits. Holy cow. So I hope you had as much fun watching Goblins as I had fun playing it. Holy cow, ton of fun deck to play. If you enjoyed the video, of course, like, subscribe down below. That would really be helpful to the channel. And there is a Patreon if you are so inclined. That is patreon.com/oldguygaming, MTGA. MTGA? It's MTGA. I think it's Old Guy... I totally messed it up. I'll remember. It's Old Guy Gaming MTGA. That's what it is. Yeah, I remember now. So again, hope you enjoyed the video. We've got more decks coming up. I think Knights is coming up next, and we've got all kinds of fun stuff in my tribal run of I'm kind of tired of standard play. Let's do some fun stuff. So until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.